Hello everyone, welcome to this Sims 3 house design video. Today I'm here in Plymouth Isle, a world that I created from scratch. You can watch that series on my channel if you haven't already. Now today I'm starting out once again with a house that I have already built. This house is from about 2.5, 3 years ago. Actually more than 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, I think at this point. Wow. I believe it's from September 2016. This house is called Blue Beagle, the original one. And I'll leave a link so you can check out the original video. But yeah, in this video, I'm basically taking that house because it's one that I liked quite a bit. And I decided to just make a few changes to it so it can fit into Plymouth Isle. So this house is being built on lot number 66. So you can download it in the description below. There will hopefully be a link, maybe not. It depends whether Sim File Share can get their act together. Right now, it seems like I still can't upload files, but you know, if there's still not a download link when you're watching this, just check back later and hopefully there will be one, but you will be able to download it at some point. And yeah, we'll go on lot number 66 if you wish to place it there. But anyway, this is a, relatively quick video because I'm basically making just some simple changes to this house. Not too much changes. I mean, most of the changes on the inside are on the second floor. I create like a small living area up in this kind of landing area because I get rid of the void there by the stairs, which is kind of just a waste of space. And I also made sure to add a closet to every bedroom because I just like to have closets in my houses now. And back when I built this, I didn't do that. So yeah. But yeah, for the inside, that's most of the changes are just upstairs, doing that. I also removed this little balcony that was there on the master bedroom because I thought it didn't really fit in too well. So I decided to forego that and instead just have some different windows there. But yeah, I changed the outside color of the house and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you'll see that I actually end up changing all the windows and doors. I changed the colors of them, not the actual windows. Although I do change some of the windows, but yeah, I guess you get the idea. So, I mean, this is a pretty light refresh to this house, I suppose, just to kind of bring it up to speed with the rest of the world. So it just kind of fits in a little bit better. I also tweaked the landscaping as well because the landscaping that I did, 3.5 years ago or whatever, doesn't really fit in with the rest of the world. I use a lot of flowers and things that I didn't use anywhere else in the world, so I thought it would just fit in better. I also removed the pool. I think that was at the very, very beginning. This house did have a pool originally in the backyard. I did remove that because I thought I didn't really fit in too well and it just felt kind of weird. So I decided to get rid of that. I also had a little shed, which you can see I'm doing right now. Later on, I add some firewood and stuff outside of it, which is kind of cool. So you'll see that. But yeah, there's a little shed. And I also changed where the driveway goes. So the driveway used to make a 90-degree turn and head towards the front of the lot. But because this house is now on a corner lot, I decided to make the driveway just go straight to the other road there. So I did redo the driveway. And yeah, so I mean, that's kind of the main changes over there. And here I'm just repainting the front walkway in. And I think I'm going to just begin on the exterior colors shortly. I do keep the house blue. I just change it to a more grayish, kind of more lavender kind of blue, I guess. I went a little more lavender than I ended up doing. It's kind of more of a steel grayish blue. I don't know. You can see it's very subtle. It's not a huge difference from the original color. It's just a little bit more desaturated, a little bit more purple hue to it, and it's more grayish. It's kind of that sort of thing. So you can see that's what I'm doing here. I just thought it looked a little bit more sophisticated than the original color, so I went through and did that. I also end up changing everywhere where there's the log, the white log material. I made that kind of wood shake siding, still white, but just because I thought that the shake siding better fits in with the whole vibe of the world and all the other builds I've been doing. So that was kind of the idea behind that. But anyway, here just changing some more colors. And yeah, getting a little spruce tree there. I got in a few more trees. I put in some more trees later on as well. but yeah, there's some trees there. And yeah, I do change all the colors of like the columns and stuff. It's just like a little bit more of like a wood grain to it. It's also like a little bit less of a warm white. And I also get rid of like the blue, because like there's like this blue trim on like all the railings and on the windows and stuff. So I ended up changing that out so they're all just white instead. So you can see that. I'm doing that right now. So yeah, I'm just basically going around the house and changing all of the windows and stuff, and interior doors. I'll do that soon as well. So those will all be, the same white. I like the wood, the textures that have like a little bit more grain to them. The wood I used in this house originally just looked a little bit too much like just plain white, especially on the like the baseboards and crown molding and stuff. Like on the molding on the walls inside, it looks like it's pure white, although it is technically a wood grain. So I do actually change it on all those as well because I thought it looked better. Anyway, here's where I changed the kind of like a log sort of siding material to look like cedar shake siding. So, or not cedar, but just wood shake siding, because it's painted white. So yeah, I just kind of put that around the house as well. So that kind of, ties it in a little bit more with the rest of the world. So yeah. Anyway, inside here, this is kind of where most of the floor plan changes happen. So I do add a closet for each of these bedrooms. I also kind of reshuffle this bedroom here because of that. So yeah, I wanted to have closets for the bedrooms, even though they serve no like actual purpose, and they're they basically are just for decoration, but I just like to have them. So I put one in for this bedroom and then one in for the other bedroom, and I kind of filled in that void for where the stairs were, and yeah, and I kind of made that space more of like a little extra living space. I also added a closet to the master bedroom as well. Anyway, yeah, so here's that like living space on the second floor that I added in, which I think is kind of a better use of the space than having it just be this like random weird like roundabout hallway that's like not direct in any way, and it's just kind of strange. So yeah, that's kind of what I went with for that. Adding clothes in the closets. This bedroom is pretty simple, just add a closet in right there. So I did that. And let's see what's next. Yeah, there's like a few small things I do throughout the house. For some reason, these railings were like being weird and didn't want to let me like change the color of them unless I like deleted the stair piece, and then like I could change the railing color. So it took me a few moments to figure that out. But yes, also there's also this like weird passageway from the basement that kind of goes under the porch. So I was just adding an archway at the end of it, so it looks a little bit nicer there instead of just being a weird opening. Anyway, here's where I added on this extra bit to the shed, and I decided to put in like the firewood. So I'm just looking for that object right now in the catalog. But yeah, just like a little extra something. I thought it was a nice little detail. There it is. I thought that was kind of cool. And the house does have a fireplace, so it's kind of fitting. Here's where I just went through and I removed all the flowers and plants and stuff that don't really fit in with the world. So yeah, those are kind of gone. So I just kind of went in and did that. And here I'm changing the railing colors on the stairs outside the house. So they kind of all will match a little bit nicer now, so that's good. Deleting a few more plants, cleaning up some of the terrain paint. I'm going to come in here now with this terrain paint to make a little bit of a back patio, and then get some walkways that kind of like go between the various back doors and like the shed and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, just doing that. Finishing this like little foundation extension I have there next to those stairs, which I never did initially in the house. I just kind of left that kind of randomly unfinished. So I did that. I made that look a little bit nicer here. Here I'm just recoloring this trellis here that's over the back porch. So that's just to make it look a little bit nicer, but nothing crazy there. This bedroom I do a few adjustments to, but I think pretty much at this point it's like pretty much good to go. So yeah, I don't know if I do too much more here, but I do recolor the trim in all the various rooms. I actually changed the color of the walls and like the main living spaces because I thought that the greenish color was kind of weird and didn't really match the outside of the house. Not that it has to, but I think it's kind of nicer if that kind of, is a little bit more cohesive. So I did that, and I'm changing the color of the railings on these stairs here, like so. And yeah, just going through, and I'm still changing the trim color and stuff on the various walls in the house. So just doing that. And then this bedroom, I actually changed the wallpaper in because I didn't like what I did originally. So I went with something a little different, something that kind of is not necessarily that much more beautiful, but I don't know. I thought it just was like a little tiny bit better. Anyway, here's the master bedroom. Just fixing the wall trim in there and getting some different curtains in, or moving the curtains around. The master bedroom changed a little bit. I just had to kind of rearrange some things in here, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, just some basic small changes because I added in the closet. I had to move some stuff out of where the closet was, and I changed the rug because I wasn't a huge fan of the rug originally, so that's the new one. And I'm also getting some lights in the closet there, and recoloring that. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, the whole thing there for that master bedroom area. But anyway, the garage stays pretty much the same. I do change the terrain paint in it though, and I also kind of remove those weird columns on that like little workbench area of the garage. I thought it was kind of strange to have. But yeah, here I'm just recoloring some rugs and stuff in the house. So again, just so it matches the new color scheme of those rooms a little bit better. But anyway, I think we're going to mostly focus on the outside at this point. So just adjusting some of the terrain. And I'm going to get in some landscaping in a few moments here. I'm going to get some rock walls in, I think, for this driveway because it kind of cuts down into the ground. So yeah, we're just going to get some rock walls in here. Again, like I said, the driveway is a little different than it was before. It kind of goes straight out towards the road now because the lot is quite different. So I thought, might as well do that. So anyway, here just going through, adding in all the different rocks and stuff. Some plants in there, and I'm going to do the other side as well. But I also had these like little end pieces here at the end of the driveway where I put some lights in there, which I thought was nice. So we have that going on there. Doing a little bit of terraforming around the front here. Also changing the color of the shutters. So the shutters go from being gray to kind of like the dark bluish gray kind of color, I guess. And here I'm going to do the rock wall now on the other side of the driveway. So this one is, pretty much like a mirror image of the other side. So just getting in a bunch of different rocks and stuff here. But yeah, pretty simple treatment of the kind of terrain side wall things there. So yeah, just some simple rock walls. So just filling all that in. And I'm also going to get some plants in there as well. So yeah, that's kind of the new driveway situation. And just a few more filler rocks. But yeah, I think that's it for the driveway. Here I'm going to do some bushes and plants and stuff as we kind of get more into the landscaping here. So yeah, the landscaping is pretty simple on this house. I just had to switch out some of the plants and stuff that were not really fitting with the world. So I brought in like some of the daisies and some of the other flowers and stuff that I've been using in other places in the world, so the house kind of matches in a little bit better. So yeah, just doing that, just updating the landscaping a little bit around the house. Nothing too crazy though. So you can see that here, just some plants around the back there, around the patio, around the shed there as well. A few flowers and things, bushes and stuff. Yeah, all that kind of good stuff. And also some flowers kind of at the end of the driveway there. And some plants and some more plants and some bushes under the trees. You know the drill, always do that kind of stuff. So yeah, that kind of stuff's happening. And yeah, just adjusting the pathway a little bit. What's next? Oh, I do actually change the wall color in this bedroom. I make it a little bit lighter because it was kind of dark. And also getting some lights in the closets here. So these closets, I'm just getting some lights in them because, they were kind of dark. Oh yeah, I still have yet to complete this living space on the second floor here. It is a little unfinished. So yeah, I'm just kind of going through. I'm going to change these curtain colors as well because I thought that they kind of didn't really fit anymore. So I kind of went with gray instead. I also changed like the coffee table colors in here, the tops, the stone tops. So yeah, just making those changes. And here I'm in the little upstairs area. So just getting the couches in, or getting the color in, and then a couple small coffee tables. I actually used those little that TV cabinet from the bedroom. I just kind of brought it outside. So yeah. And so I think that's mostly it for the inside. I have that one bedroom I think I've still yet to finish completely. But I'm just doing a little bit of terrain painting around the shed here, and stuff like that, getting in the dirt terrain paint underneath all of the landscaping and stuff. So all that kind of stuff that I usually do. just doing right here. So yeah, just kind of getting in under all the bushes and plants and kind of flower bed areas, and cleaning up the terrain paint that was already there. So, just neatening everything up a little bit, making it look nice. And I'm going to get under those bushes there and kind of around the shed a little bit more. And yeah, all that kind of good stuff. And I'm also going to, I think, do a few more things with the shed. Yeah, so it's thinking like a little workbench in the shed. And also, I think I change out that door. I don't think I leave it that door in the end. So yeah, not a huge deal though. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, so the shed's pretty simple. It just has like a workbench and like a shovel, a chainsaw in there, like a little sawhorse, for like the firewood, and like this random wagon wheel, because I guess like why not? And also a light, of course, always good to have. And another tree over there. So I just kind of put in a few more trees. So there's like one over there, and then there's going to be another one right there. So just a little bit of terrain paint under those. And then outside here, I'm just putting in a picnic bench, and like I'm going to move the grill and get some more seating in. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this wasn't a crazy one, it was just kind of a simple update to an existing house. But I still hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'd greatly appreciate it if you consider subscribing. You can also check out more house design videos on my channel, and you can watch the playlist where I created this world completely from scratch as well, which I recommend doing. And if you have any feedback, let me know in the comments below. And if you liked the video, please make sure to give it a like. And yeah, so we're just going to head on to the screenshots in a few moments, so I hope you stick around for those. And just a few final touches here on the house overall. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time.